Hello, today I'm going to be talking about 8 ways to improve your photos. That might be your selfies or photos that you need to take of people. So I'm going to be sharing 8 tips that you need to take into consideration when you're taking those all essential photos of people on your social media. So these will be tips that you can use when you're just using your phone. So I'm Bex from Social Media Executive, and I train businesses how to excel on social media, how to get business, how to actually get your post seen. So these 8 tips today are really going to help you show up on social media and stop people scrolling. And they can make the difference from people paying attention or not paying attention to your photos. And if you ever do get stuck for ideas, please do stay to the end as well, because I'll be sharing 101 content ideas. So loads of ideas for photos that you can take and put on your social media, because I know as busy business owners, it's difficult to come up with ideas all the time for social media. So don't worry, we've got that covered. Just stay to the end and I'll give you a free copy of that. So why do we need to improve our photos? Well, they're really, really important because social media is so competitive these days, and it doesn't matter whether you're doing a post on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, X, whatever social media platform you're on. If you're lucky enough to get your photo in someone's newsfeed, you need to get them to stop scrolling and to look at them. And there's some really, really simple tips that you need to put into practice that will make a massive difference. People might actually start taking attention of your posts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen and just show you, talk through a few tips as well in a minute. But one of the first ones I want to talk about that people don't think about at all, when you've got your mobile phone, mine's obviously got sheep on, Barbara, this is your camera, yeah? People forget to clean it. So if this is in your pocket, if you're eating your dinner, you might get a load of gunk on it and you take a picture and you wonder why it's blurry. So do me a favor, the first thing you should ever do is just give this a clean with a clean, with a cloth. You don't need to use any cleaning fluids. You can just do it on the bottom of your t-shirt, like I often do. Make sure that's clean. Otherwise, your photos are going to be blurry. So that's one tip for you to start with. The other tip I've got for you is a lot of us don't like taking pictures of ourselves. So one of the things that I do is if I'm feeling like, I'm feeling quite good today, I'm feeling quite positive, maybe I'm going out somewhere, so I've made an effort to look a bit nicer, then I actually take a bank of photos in different places, in different rooms, when I'm going out, in the car, wherever, that I can then use over the next few weeks. You can even change your top if you want. You can just do it in different positions so that, you've got a whole load of photos you can then use for your social media. So, for example, you might have a team event. Maybe you're going out with the team. Take loads of different pictures of the team for the future. Again, in different backgrounds, sat at desks, sat at tables, stood up, chatting, informal pictures. Just take a bank. It takes minutes and it can create some great social media content. So really do thinking about, take loads of photos at once with different backgrounds, with different tops and things like that. That massively, massively helps. And again, if you've got any ideas, do pop them in the chat. If you've got any questions as we're going along, please do ask. Right, I'm just going to share my screen because I want to demonstrate some of the ways you can improve your photos for your social media by doing so. I'm going to show you some before and after ones. So I'm going to show you some tips on how to improve your photos. And these are a few examples of photos that I've taken for the Social Flock. So for those of you who don't know what the Social Flock is, it's our social media support group for busy business owners that need accountability to create their social media content. We create our content together. Okay, so this is Barbara. So the first thing that we want to do is look at lighting. Lighting is really, really important. Okay, So here on the left, I've got my blinds open in my window because my window is here on the left. Okay. So I keep my blinds open. It creates too much light. So all of a sudden this half of my face is in shadow. So to help even that out, one of the things that I do is I actually shut the blinds. Okay. So shut the blinds on this side, but I've also got a ring light on this side. And if I drag this over, actually, you will see it. Do you see? I have a ring light and it just sits on this side to balance out the contrast with the light coming in. Now, some people put the ring light in front of them. For me, because I wear glasses, I end up with two circles in my eyes. So I keep my ring light to the right hand side because my window's at the left. But ideally, you'd have lights in front and both behind as well. Quite soft lighting though, not glaring lighting. So lighting, that's one way to improve your lighting. Makes much better pictures. The other thing is your angle, and I see this time and time again when people are taking selfies, okay? So this is a selfie that I took from below. So I've taken my phone, I'm holding my phone, I've turned it over, but I'm taking it from underneath, from below, yeah, from low down. Okay, so the camera is reaching up and it gets a beautiful shot of your double chin. Okay, not particularly flattering. Whereas all I've done is I've changed the camera angle on this. I've held my camera, it's coming from about this angle up here. So I'm looking up at the lens slightly, and as you can see, it gets rid of that double chin look. So if you don't want to have a double chin shot, hold your camera up slightly higher to get rid of that. Okay, so really do think about the angle of your camera. Try different angles. Which one do you prefer? Okay, so just play around with all those different angles. The other one then that I see time and time again is when people are taking pictures is they look at themselves on the camera, on your phone, or whatever you're doing. You don't actually look at the camera. Okay, so now I'm doing the live stream. I could just look at myself doing the live stream, but I would be looking like this and I wouldn't be making that all important eye contact. So what you want to do is when you're making pictures is make sure you're looking directly at the camera. Okay, because you can see there I'm looking down, it doesn't really connect. Whereas here, it looks like I'm staring straight into your eyes. And that's really powerful when you're scrolling through social media. It looks like people are looking straight at you and you make that human connection that you don't if you're looking down. So really, really important to make that eye connection with the camera. Okay. So the other thing that I use are tripods. Okay. Tripods, because they can hold your camera. You don't have to use your hand all the time. So again, this is a mini tripod that I just sometimes put on my desk. So again, if you're taking lots of shots from your desk, you can buy these mini ones that you just hold your phone like this. And the other one that I use is my massive tripod. This is the one I use all the time if I'm doing photos outside, videos, whatever. The beauty about this tripod is it's got all these adaptable legs to make it all different heights. Okay, so you can even put this on your desk. And it's also got a remote control that you can connect to your phone. So again, you can take a picture from afar as if somebody else is taking it for you. You don't need someone to take the pictures for you. And again, you can get these on Amazon, these massive ones with a remote control. I think I spent about 25 quid on mine. And they are really, really useful. I use it all the time. Stops that blurring if you can't hold your phone steady. Okay, so that's really useful. So the next tip then is crop your photos. Okay, sometimes I see people putting photos on social media and they've just taken the photo. If you take a millisecond to go into your photos on your phone, you can edit them and you can crop them literally within seconds. So for example, this is Barbara from the Social Flock, and that's a nice photo of her. But actually, if I put that on a mobile phone, she'd be tiny because most of the picture is this blank space here. Whereas if I've cropped it, all of a sudden she's big, she's going to show up, she's going to stand out. on that social media feed. So do just take a few minutes just to crop those all important images on your photos to really highlight the most important bit of those images. Okay. So the next one then is think about your background. Really, really important. Sometimes your background can be so busy, you lose the focus of the object you're trying to get across. So this one, for example, this is a really nice, if I was trying to sell a nice gazebo type, if that's what I was trying to sell, then yeah, that'd be great. Maybe I wouldn't do it on a rainy day. That'd be great. But actually the focus of my picture is actually the three people here in the photo. It's not actually the gazebo. So basically with this one, you'd think about the background. So again, this background has nicely framed it. We've got the people who we want to be the focus of the picture in there, and all of a sudden now you see the people rather than with this one just the gazebo. So again, think about your background. If it's a really busy background, the focus of your attention may not stand out. So really do think about that. So those are some really, really crucial tips for you to improve your photos. Now, I will share with you as well 101 content ideas for you here. I'll just put the link in the comments. Okay. So again, go onto this link, download it. There are loads of ideas for social media content because I know it's a bugbear. I struggle coming up with ideas. I still use this prompter. It's got a plethora of ideas suitable for any single business, whether you're business to consumer, business to business, doesn't matter who your clients are. This has got loads of practical ideas that you can use for your social media and think about some ideas. And again, if you do struggle with your social media, then think about coming to join the Social Flock. We've just launched a brand new membership level, which I'm quite excited about. So with the Social Flock, we come together, we write our posts together on Zoom. We have content writing sessions quarterly together where we write our content sessions online together. But we also have a portal full of training videos, webinars. They might be on how to use ChatGPT, how to create content plans. We've just done one on hashtags, how to use hashtags in social media. So every month we run a webinar, and all these webinars are on the members portal because not everybody can come and meet in person to the online content writing sessions. So full fleece membership for all our content writing sessions, webinars and everything like that where we meet in person is £45 per month. However, if you can't meet in person and actually you just want copies of all the videos, all the webinars, you want access to the members portal, you want to know who the members are, you want access to our private Facebook group to ask for help and support, then we've just launched the shared membership. It's packed full of value for those busy business owners that want to learn social media in your own time. So please do come and join the Social Flock. We'd love to welcome you to our group. Again, I will share the link in the comments. Well, hope you've enjoyed today. If you've got any questions, please do pop them in the chat of this video and I'll come back to them if you're watching this on catch up. But in the meantime, here's the Social Flock, the link to the Social Flock. Do have a look in the comments. Please do join us. And if you need 101 content ideas, please download that. Again, it's free. So do come and join us. We would love to help you out with your social media. The link's not working in my video. I'm trying to do it again. So you will now find the link in the comments for the Social Flock. So please do come and join us there. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week for more tips and advice on social media.